2 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Watch and subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. I promise you this. Weezy handle that business. Come on, Weezy. I looked down and I'm like, I did the Bruce Lee jump. I was like, I think bro hit me in my lip. I'm like, taste my black Bruce Lee. I'm like, man, this dude crazy, man. I'm like, what you mean? Come on, man. I'm like, man, come on, man. Me and P. I'm like, come on, man. We going this way, man. You know what I mean? We walked over here by the back, like over there with the back window at by cell 12. We walked back there. You know what I mean? So we back there. I'm like, man, I can't believe I just rumbled dude, man. He was like, man, you ain't had nothing to do with that jump for real, Weezy. I'm saying, though, he talking about anybody, bro. Like what you mean? He talking about anybody, bro. Like, this jump crazy, man. Like, what's this about? Like, this is nuts right here. He like, man, I know, man. P and J like, man, that's crazy. Like, P like, man, that's crazy, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, Unc's supposed to, he was like, man, Luke's supposed to beat dude down. He's supposed to beat dude down. How you end up fighting the dude he get to arguing with? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm like, man. Then Luke on, then bro was like, man, I think bro played with them knives too, man. Like, for real, though. He was like, man, Jay was like, yeah, but he said his beef wasn't even with Weezy for real. He was like, y'all just let out some steam for real. That's basically what y'all did. So as we talk, we look up, we see Luke coming back there. He like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Wow, what's up? He like, when you get to this size, you don't let a lot of things get to you. I learned that a long time ago, man. I said, man, I don't want to hear about what your dad used to tell you, man. I said, let me explain something to you, man. Or don't come around us, bro. I said, look, this real talk right here, man. I said, look, if a situation break out, man, you're not on deck. Like, don't come. He was like, I was right there. You think I was gonna let somebody happen? You think I was gonna let something happen? I was right there. I said, look, how I end up fighting the dude you supposed to fight? How that happened? He said, because you stepped up to the plate. That's why. I said, man, listen, bro, like, I don't know where you came from or what you learned, man. I said, but listen, I'm gonna tell you like this though, man. I said, man, if it's a situation and you not with us, don't be around us, bro. I'm just letting you know now. I said, because what just happened with me rumbling, bro, I said, that didn't supposed to just happen. That was your beef. And I said, you supposed to handle it and you still don't want to handle it. He was like, I just told you when you become this big, it's a lot of things you got to start letting go. I said, man, listen, man, muscles is in God, bro. Muscles can't tell you what to do, bro. I said, your muscles is not the only thing that matters in this world, y'all. So, boom. I had to let him know how I was feeling, man. Like, you wild. They keep bringing in muscles to this conversation. Man, I don't want to talk about muscles. The heck, man, you look like a WWE wrestler, man. And you trying to tell me you didn't have my back just now? I'm in here fighting your battles? I wasn't feeling good about that at all, man. I ain't gonna lie. So we go back and forth about it. You know what I mean? He look at P&J. That's how y'all feel, too. Like, yeah. What you mean, bro? You a liability, bro. We don't hang with liabilities, bro. And then furthermore, people's like, yo, you from Chesapeake or Norfolk? He was like, my daddy from Norfolk, my mama from Chesapeake. I went to school in Chesapeake. Any other questions? I'm like, man, look, that don't even matter right now, man. I don't care if you fake city banging. I don't care what you doing. All I'm saying is, man, don't come around us, bro. If you're not gonna rock with us, bro, that type of way, bro. We don't need no extra friends, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, so y'all telling me y'all was basically hanging with me for my muscles then. I said, bro, stop bringing muscles into this conversation, bro. You know what I mean? Stop bringing muscles into what we talking about. That's not what I'm saying. He was like, basically, y'all thought this because I was Diesel, like I'll be taking care of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, man, all right, man. Like, you, like, I can't talk to you. Like, he kind of taller than me. I'm like, hey, look, I can't talk to you, man. Like, you got that. And I slid off, y'all. So, boom. Went about my way, man. I had to get away from him for a second because it was too much going on. It was too much that was just out of control of stuff that, you know what I mean? I had to just slide. You know what I mean? Pete dipped too. Everybody dipped separate times and got away from him. He was stuck standing out in the middle of the pod looking Snoop footage standing like this. Looking like he gonna put work in, man. That man ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna bust a grape. He ain't gonna throw rice at a wedding, man. That man ain't gonna do nothing, man. That's my word, man. So like, I was unbelievable. I just didn't believe nothing about this guy anymore, man. So I stopped chilling with him like that for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, like, and it felt messed up because I think he got the picture. And it was a good day outside, man. It was a good day, 2 o'clock rec, and we was going outside to work out, man. So like, I had left my gloves. So I run back, everybody going outside. I run back to the pod and get my gloves. You know what I mean? So by the time coming out, he's coming out. So he see me, I got my glove, put my gloves on. So he see me, he like, what kind of reps y'all doing today? His voice got calm and everything. He was like, what kind of reps y'all doing today, Weezy? I was like, bro, listen, bro, like, I'm working out with P&J, bro. Like, what's good? He like, y'all ain't gonna work out with me? I'm like, bro, listen, you've been working out with yourself for years, bro. You don't need us to work out, man. Like, I kind of just brushed him off a little bit, man. So I get back over there. We working out at. We about to pull up bar. So we over there working out, and I know like, but we doing our little routine. How we doing our routine? He was next behind like 4 dudes on the pull up bar, because pull up bar have a line. Like you don't have a line. Usually I keep track when you do your pull ups. So me and my little crew was doing our pull ups. He was a little bit behind us, so he was still doing it every now and then. He'd make eye contact. I ain't even looking at him. P ain't looking at him. J ain't looking at him. We're not rocking with this man like that. So he working out looking lonely. So we finished with that. We walked over to the back, like by the back door, by the back gate a little bit. And then we messed with the Lala. So we over there like this. I'm like, I'm going to Lala. I'm like, yeah, man. Chilling. He was like, yo, Luke walking up. I'm like, because he coming from behind me. I'm like, what? He like, I don't know. You're like, hey, I just want to apologize, man, because, like, yeah, we argue. Like, that's what friends do. We argue sometimes, then we make up for it, man, because at the end of the day, man, like, I don't know who told y'all I'm from Norfolk, but I'm from Norfolk, man. I was born in Norfolk Hospital, man. I'm from Norfolk. I'm like, man, look, that's irrelevant. I'm not even talking about that, man. Like, what's up, though, man? Like, I hear you, though, man. You apologize. You like, nah, look. Nah, like, real talk, man, like, I'm so used to moving like a level 2 Weezy, man, like, you know, the level 2 is like every man for themselves, like, you know, I don't do no workout and stay out of the way, man, I don't gotta help nobody, you know, but like, I took a liking for y'all, though, man, like, y'all cool, man, like, you know what I mean, like, I ain't trying to lose no good friends, and, you know, like, if that requires me, he did something like this, if that calls for me having to show off these hammers. He kissed his bicep. He was like, then let's do it then, Weezy. I'm like, bro, listen, this isn't wrestling, man. What is the matter with you, man? You know what I mean? So I done finished the jump. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. This isn't wrestling, bro. Like, I don't know what you got going on, bro. Like, but like, you tripping right now, man. Like, you talking about if this got to display the handles. Like, bro, you think you is Jake the Snake Roberts, bro? Like, bro, you wildin', man. Like, I don't got time for this, man. So we kind of laughing off because we messing with the Lala. So the Lala going around. So when they get to Jay, Jay is the last person. I gave it to P. P gave it to Jay. He's kind of to my right shoulder, so he's not even in the length of making the jump go around even anyway. So when they get to bro hitting the joint. You know what I mean? He finished. He gave it to me. This is my word. Luke was like, he said, I can't even hit y'all la either. He says like that, I can't even mess with the la with y'all either. I'm like, shh. I got the joint. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, nah, man. He was like, man, don't do me like that, Weezy, man. I said, man, look, bro, I'm just telling you, we don't have to be your friend. Like, it ain't no hard feelings, bro. We don't got to be friends, man. Like, you acting like we have to be friends with each other, man. I said, even if you're not from Norfolk or from Norfolk, I don't care. I said, bro, we don't have to be friends, Luke, man. Like, what he was like? He just gave me the look like. I'm like, shh. I looked at P and J. It was like, I was like, here, man. I gave him the la. He was like, yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I need to do, man. He be like, but look, though, man, ain't nobody gonna mess with us, man. He be like, look at me. Look at me, man. You think somebody gonna mess with this? They can talk all they want, Weezy. They can do this all they want. All they want. But you think somebody gonna do something with this? I said, man, look, don't let the la go to your brain, bro. I said, yes. This isn't St. Bride's, bro. I said, dudes got hammers on here. I said, bro, you think somebody, I said, bro, ain't nobody. I said, look, you know what? I said, man, look, I'm tired of telling you. I am tired, because that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like I'm tired of telling this dude who don't care about nothing but his muscles. Like, for real, like, you look like somebody that can fight real good. You look like somebody that can put in some work, man. But at the end of the day, man, you was a scrub out of all those muscles, y'all. So, boom. That's what he was, man. So, we back a little bit. We're not friends like how we used to be. But I let it go, man. Like, because there was no need for me to even have to go through a situation like this with him, man. Like, this isn't a situation. I'm not mad that he's a cream puff. If he want to be a cream puff at his size, that's on him. I'm just letting him know that we don't have to be friends. Like, stop trying to force friendship on me. I don't have to be your friend, bro. You know what I mean? That's all my problem was with him. So a little bit more time go on, man. I go holler at my man. I see my man Terry outside. So Terry out there, I see him, you know what I mean? Terry was the one that was on St. Bride's with him. So Terry seen me, he was like, hey, what's up? He was like, man, I've been meaning to catch you, man. He was like, yeah, he was like, hey. He called bro, some other dude was over there working out on their yard. They on yard one. So he see me, he was like, hey, look. So he laughing, he lit, you know what I mean? Terry lit, but he laughing about it. He grabbed dude, he was like, hey, look, tell my man about old boy Luke. He was like, oh, man. He caught his breath. He was like, man. He was like, look, he getting anything over there? I said, yeah. He said, did he fight anybody yet? I said, nah. He said, well, look, he's not, man. He said, I seen that man fight one time. He said, man, this man fight like Bill Cartwright. I said, who? He said, Bill Cartwright for the Bulls. You remember how Bill Cartwright was fighting when they was fighting Boston? I was like, man, I don't know, man. He was like, man, Bill Cartwright ain't got no hands. I said, man, this man ain't got no hands. He was like, look, I'm telling you, man, this man cannot fight worth of nothing. He said he was fighting a dude this tall. He said, dude this tall put the beads on him. He said the dude this tall just started fighting him on the weight pile. So it was like he had to fight back. He had to fight back then. He was like, other than that, he was like, look, I'm letting you know now. He said, man, I think he kind of crazy. You know what I mean? He said, because he claimed Norfolk. He said, don't nobody from Norfolk up there mess with him. Terry was like, that's why I ain't never, when I was up there, like, I used to see him on the weight pile. But I ain't never say nothing to him though, because I ain't know he was from Norfolk. Like, but still though, like he just looked like somebody I wouldn't speak to anyway. He was like, look, the man lying about being from Norfolk. That man from Chesapeake, went to school in Chesapeake. He was like, people know him, all the above, man. He was like, look, don't believe nothing he say, man. He was like, I think he kind of crazy. You know what I mean? He was like, but look, he's not gonna help. If it's something, he said, your man say that's what you trying to figure out, is he gonna be on the team if something break out? Because this ain't St. Bride's. He said, I know y'all, you know what I mean? Stuff can get crazy up here. He was like, but look, don't expect for nothing. Don't expect for nothing to happen with him. He said, because he's not going to help. He's like, he's not going to help, man. Trust me, man. He was like, so whatever you're doing with him, play him how you going to play him, but don't look at him as somebody you going to trust. So I'm like, damn, it's like that, man. I'm like, I don't want to deal with him then. He's like, that's what I suggest. I suggest you don't deal with him. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. So I'm like, all right, man. So we laughed about it for a little bit more. We laughed about it, man, because I knew it, though. I could smell a cream puff a mile away, man. I could smell him, man. I could smell somebody that's a cream puff. Y'all think I'm joking, but I could smell a cream puff a mile away, man. And Luke was a damn cream puff. Full throttle, y'all. So boom. Crazy situation, man. I go holler at bro and I'm like, yo, before we get let off the yard, I spend a lot with JP, man. We like, yo, bro. I'm like, man, you believe this, man? Like, they say this man is a cream puff, man. Man can't fight, man. Got beat up by a dude this big. He lying about being from Norfolk. All the above is bad. And he was like, bro was like, man, I believe it, man. He's like, man, because Luke is fried. He was like, something else. Like, that's what they say. I said, they say he kind of crazy slightly, man. Like, I don't know what he got going on. He was like, man, it's that smirk he be having, man. It's sinister. So, like, we just started looking at him. Like, he be looking normal when he working out and all of that, you know what I mean? But, like, sometimes he do be looking crazy. So we go back to the pod. We was like, man, ain't nothing else to do, man. It was like, yo, the dude upstairs, man, he got some Lala, you know what I mean? So, like, we had Lala, but the Lala was almost gone, though, you know what I mean? We smoked, like, our last Lala stick when we was on the yard. So we was like, man, we got to get some more Lala. So people like, yo, look, the dude upstairs got it, man. He was like, man, the dude in sleeping cell 24 got it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't really know dude like that. So P was like, yo, I'm going to go holler at him. So P go holler at dude, you know what I mean? P holler at him for a second. Everything was straight. So we chilling. So we had knock at the door. He like, knock sound like heavy police presence. Like. He like, yo, look, see the big diesel ass arm. She was like, he stick his face around you like, Luke, like, hey, y'all got some more feezy paper? He was like, what? Y'all got some more feezy paper? He was like, yeah. He was like, I know I ain't invited. Y'all ain't got to tell me. I know I ain't invited. But just give me some feezy paper. I got a feezy. He was like, you want to let him in, man? I'm like, shh. Let him in, man. Bro, let him in. Bro, open the door. We had a door rig. He let him in. He come in the joint. He like, hey, y'all be acting like, man, look, I got a disease or something. He sat down in the box. He was like, he poured out his feezy. He was like, man, like, we all right, dude, man. We all from Norfolk, right? I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, get out of here with that, man. Nobody got time for jokes, man. Like, you running around here joking like life is a joke or something, man, Luke, man. Life isn't a joke in here, man. We doing real time, man. Like, you joking. He like, man, I'm joking, man. Look, I am from my mama from North. I was born in Norfolk Hospital. I ain't from Norfolk, but I was born in Norfolk Hospital. Come on, man. I'm like, I'm just shaking my head down like, yo, look. Like, yeah, he is fried. So he rolled the joint up. We got our jump roll, our jump going around a circle. You know what I mean? We like the jump. Chill. You know what I mean? Ladies say, celebrate. I'm going out. You know what I mean? Get the door pop. Dip out. I dip out. I couldn't be around him no too much longer, man. Like, he was getting on my nerves. Like, being around him, like, it was irking me a little bit, y'all. I didn't really want to like spend time around this guy. Like, they let him in for we can match this feezy, and that's about it. So we all come out, all of us let off the lolly. So we chilling, you know what I mean? So people up on him, he like, hey, look. He was like, hey, look, man. He said, the dude say, man, we give him $30. He gonna look out for me. He was like, y'all trying to go have and get some more. We don't got to run out. They said, we get ours again. So I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. I was like, look, let me go in my cell and grab some stuff. So I went and grabbed some stuff. Jay went and grabbed some stuff. P went and grabbed some stuff. So we get the $30 scrambled up. P take the jump to the dude upstairs. Now, the dude upstairs, he's on the red team, you know what I mean? But like, he wasn't a high-ranking red team member, but he is the one with the law, you know what I mean? So he was in the cell the whole time, all these transactions and all this stuff was going on. So P come out the joint. When P come out the joint, he bring the junk that he bought from dude for the $30. At first, we didn't even spend $30. We spent like $10. Man, my word, man, he bring the joint out that he bought from dude for $30. I look at the joint, I'm like, what is this? He was like, he said it's 4 feet. I said, bro, this is like 2 feet. I said, bro, you let him give you 2 feezies for $30, bro? He was like, man, that's what he gave me, Weez. I'm like, bro, listen, bro, go get the money back, bro. I said, man, tell him fix it or go get the money back, bro, point blank. I said, bro, we can't do nothing with that right there, bro. Like, what is, you tripping, bro? He was like, man, bro, went up the steps, man, bro. Go back up the steps. He gonna do the door. Dude, come back to the door. You see him talking to dude. You know what I mean? See him sliding, jumping in the door. You know what I mean? Talking. I turn my back, start looking. I'm like, the whole time I look. When I look back. I seen Luke sitting on the toilet all the way in the back where they cut hair. And he was looking directly to see what we was doing. Like, he was watching us. I'm like, see him. I'm like, bro, come down the steps. Hey, man. He said we took something out this joint, man. He gave us more than that. I'm like, what? I said, man, listen, man, go get that money back, bro. Tell that man give us our money back and get that man. He's like, I said, bro, why you still got the la-la? I said, man, get that man that stuff back. He was like, he slid it back to me. I said, man, it ain't one thing, it's another, y'all. So boom. Now I'm mad though, man. I'm like, man, I shoot up stuff like this. I get up them jumps. I go to this door. He come to the jump. I see him. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He like, what's up? I'm like, look, we just trying to get our bread back though, bro. Like, we don't, like, you know what I mean? We bought the first junk. That was proper to fee. I said, bro, we spent $30, bro. You gave us 2 fees. I said, come on, you already know. I'm a la consumer. I said, you already know this, bro. I said, so look, nothing gets past me when it comes to weight, size, any of that, bro. Like, look, we just want our bread back. You can't do what we looking for. It's all good. You know what I mean? He like, nah, y'all took something out that junk. I told bro that. He should have came right back. He had that junk over 15 minutes. I said, bro, listen, bro. I don't have to steal nothing from you, bro. I don't have to steal nothing from you, bro. What is you talking about? So as he's saying that, like, dude, it's getting a little bit heated. It's getting a little heated. It's getting a little loud. Like you can tell that people are starting to watch to see what I'm saying. He's in the cell. So I say, yo, look, bro, get your door pop, bro. I'm tired of talking through this door. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of get serious with him. Like, I still wasn't rude. You know what I mean? So P and J come up the steps. His door open up. I see his celly coming down the joint. His celly in the red team. I see his other homeboy coming up the steps on the red team. You know what I mean? So we up there. It's basically a 4-on-3. It's 4 of them and 3 of us. So I'm like, hey, bro, listen, bro. Like, what you say? You gonna buck on the money, bro? I was like, we don't want that, bro. He's like, I ain't bucking on nothing. Y'all took. I said, bro, listen. You keep saying. I said, bro, we didn't take nothing out of that spoon, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I said, we didn't take nothing, bro. What we gotta take? He was like, no, y'all did this. He keeps saying that. People's like, man, I ain't taking nothing out that junk, man. What did you talk about, man? Like, you wildin', man. So everybody like, man, y'all loud, going to sale. So he's like, all right. So we're like, what's going to sell then? So it still didn't look like it was crazy, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff was going on. But as everybody was going to sell, I kind of go last, you know what I mean? Out my crew, because they was coming, his little homeboys was like right there too. So I walk in the jump. As I walk in the jump, I look again. I look right up at the dude Luke, and he was sitting on the jump. Word, he was sitting on the jump looking at us like this. Sitting on the toilet, he like, and he watching the whole thing, you know what I mean? So we going to sell. I see it's 4 of them. I'm like, So we in the joint, I'm like, oh, look, bro. I ain't, you know what I mean? Like my homeboy, I got a homeboy named Star. That was like the top. He was the top red team member from New York. You know what I mean? At this particular moment, one of the top red team members. Like this is my ace. Me and him used to be roommates. You know what I mean? Now like I just seen him. I think he upstairs in 4D. You know what I mean? He was in one of them joints around this time. But this is my guy right here. Like he don't play about me. Like he know I ain't no little soft dude either way. You know what I mean? But he don't play about if something from that red team coming my direction for nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm already looking at this like, even if I do get to rumbling with these dudes, like whatever happened after this, it ain't gonna get too ugly because bro, my man, you know what I mean? But I'm like, still though, ain't nothing jumping on him trying to take my money. So we going back and forth. I said, bro, listen, I just want my bread. I see the bread sitting right there. It's in a laundry bag. I said, man, watch out, man. He was like, what? I said, watch out, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, move, nigga. His homeboy do like a little smirk, like they was waiting for me to touch the bag. He ain't trying to move. I said, man, move, nigga. Move on that nigga. It was like, oh, give me the. I grabbed the bag. He grabbed the bag. I was like, bro, but I got the bag in my left hand. I'm like, yo, bro, get off me, bro. I was like, bro, get off me, bro. He was like, no, you ain't. I said, bro, get the fuck. Fire! I caught his ass. Boom! I hit him. He was like, me and him start wrecking. I look up, P and J start wrecking the other niggas. I'm like, damn, but it's 4-on-3. You know what I mean? So we in there rumbling. The door open still. We in there rumbling. The niggas looking like, oh, shit. My word, dude, get me on the ground. Boom. He did some old school move on me. I trip on the bed, the bench. Boom. I'm on the ground. He on top of me. I'm trying to wrestle this nigga. You know what I mean? Me and this nigga on the ground. I sling this nigga off. I get the fuck off me. I stand up. I get the nigga off me. He rushed the boom. It's like I can't get this nigga like a Tasmanian double. I'm trying to get this nigga. P and J over that bitch getting back. I'm like, this shit, I'm mad as fuck. They holding it down, but like, we just needed one more man. That's all. That's, man, my word, y'all. All we needed was one more man. Like, I never got into it with the red team like this, man. This was a crazy situation right here, man. And we needed just one more person, y'all. So boom. So after about 2 good minutes of us just in the cell making a lot of damn noise, man, niggas was like, yo, the police about to come in, man. Y'all tighten the fuck up. Y'all tighten the fuck up, man. So dude like, man, fuck that shit. I look over at P and J, they got down, you know what I mean? They niggas trying to get down. I was like, man, get the fuck over. Me and dude like, yo, what's up, nigga? You came in my room. You came in my room, disrespect the nigga. So me and him still going at it. Push that nigga off. Like, get the fuck off me, nigga. You keep grabbing me, nigga. So me and him right there. I was about to take off on the niggas that's fighting P and J. Dude swung on me again. Shit go over my head. I ducked the shit. He grabbed me again. Like, fuck. I was like, man, listen, bro. If we can fight one-on-one, nigga, get the fuck off me, nigga. He was like, nigga, you came in my room, nigga. Niggas coming at, bro. Y'all stop for the police coming this bitch, y'all. Y'all wildin', man. What the fuck wrong with y'all? I was like, man, fuck this shit. He was like, man, y'all fighting over $5. I'm like, this ain't about no $5, nigga. I want my shit back. He was like, let me go home and let you go. I was like, man, get the fuck off me. I pushed that nigga. This word, I look, peeking out the cell. Jay still right there running the dude. I get the dude. I'm like, man, get off my nigga, man. Fuck wrong with you? He still got drunk. I'm like, man, push that nigga. Get the fuck off my homeboy, man. Fuck wrong with you? So we get out the cell. So we backing up. They come out the cell. It's 4 of them. So everybody see the shit. The lady in the booth, she don't know what the fuck is going on because we wasn't fighting when we came out. When she see how we came out, she looking at this shit. So we come down. We back down the steps like this. We back up. We coming down the steps. We like, yeah, what's up? What's up? Come out the pod, nigga. What the fuck wrong with y'all niggas? Niggas was like, yeah, for the lady. Good. Yeah, man, fuck that pod, nigga. Yeah, fuck wrong with y'all niggas. So they on the top tier. We wolfing downstairs. They wolfing like, nigga, y'all niggas tripping. Yeah, y'all niggas trying, man. Fuck that nigga on my fucking money back. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, all right. So we had a little dispute. You know what I mean? I look, bro, scratch me. I look at Jay. Jay shit a little lumpy right here. They got back. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this shit crazy as a bitch. As soon as we get down to the bottom 10, back up a little bit. You know what I mean? We blend in. We look back. We see the nigga goddamn loot like, y'all good? Y'all held it down, dude. Yeah. I was like, I said, man, get the fuck away from me, man. He was like, I said, man, get your ass away from me, man. I ain't gonna tell you no more, bro. He was like, y'all held it down, Weezy. Fuck you mean? Shit, what you want me to do? It was a 3-on-3. I said, nigga, it was a 4-on-3. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You think I can't count? He was like, man, get your soft ass from over here, man. I was like, man, this nigga, man. I was like, yo, for real, bro? I was like, yo, real shit, man. I said, man, get the fuck away from me, man. I said, get your ass away from me, man. Real talk, man. Get away from me, bro. Get away from me, man. He was like, man, y'all mad because I ain't help? Y'all ain't need my help. What? Y'all ain't want my help anyway. What you mean? I don't owe y'all nothing. He walked away like that. I don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all ain't want my help anyway. Yeah. I said, man, listen, man. I said, man, this dude think I don't know how he is, man. That's because I ain't never seen him in action. I said, I already know you a cream puff, nigga. I said, yeah, my attention go to him now. I ain't even mad at the red team now. I said, nigga, I already know you a cream puff, nigga. How's wrong with you, nigga? I didn't know you a cream puff, nigga. You a soft ass nigga, y'all. So boom, I snapped on him, nigga. He like, all right. I was like, yeah. So we walked away. We got back over here by P-Cell. We over there. We like, man, dude was pulling up like, man, what the fuck y'all was in there fighting the red team? It's like, man, yeah, nigga trying to buckle the money. You know what I mean? So the word get back fast. You know what I mean? Nigga got down. Niggas like, yo, bro, Star looking for you. I'm like, what's up? I go to the door. He's like, what's up? What happened with the homies? I'm like, yo, bro, nigga bucking on the money. I said, I want no real. I said, I want to fight dude one-on-one. You know what I mean? I said, I want to. He was like, nah, that's my homie. He was like, yo, look. He was like, look, that Lala. He was like, that's me and my homie shit. He was like, nah, that's the little homie, bro. Nah, no one-on-ones. He was like, look, what I'm going to do is, what do you owe you? I said, man, the man gave us 2 feezies for $30, bro. He said, here. He slid the joint on the door. I grabbed it. I could see how thick the paper was, that it was nice. I'm like, what's this? He was like, that's the spoon, bro, for the 30, bro. He said, let that shit go. Once niggas told me you was in it, he said, let that shit go, Weezy, man. Come on, bro. I'm like, man, I want to fight dude one-on-one, man. I said, that nigga kept grabbing me, bro. He was like, man, look, that nigga just following orders, bro. Fuck that shit. He was like, his homies, that they ain't go, they would have had problems from us. They just did what they supposed to do. I'm like, everything he was saying made sense. Everything he was saying made sense, man. But this is why I rock with bro. You know what I mean? Because he can solve problems like this, man. Like, prison is about being diplomatic. You need somebody like this on the other side of the border. You know what I mean? That you can deal with, man. This man ran the red team damn near. You know what I mean? So, like, what he was saying was making perfectly sense. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I still wanted blood, y'all. So, boom. I was still fucking angry. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was still angry, man. So, he got me to squash it. We go to lunch. He waited for us. Caught me out in the hallway. Seen dude. He like, yo. He tell bro, hey, yo, this family. Weezy, this family. He ain't homie. But this Weezy is family. This is my first celly. As soon as I got the so this is my dog. You know what I mean? Dude was like, he was like, yo, look, bro, I just, you know what I mean? He was like, I probably gave you one of the spoons that I went in before. You know, he was like, well, look, you came in my cell though, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you right. I was like, but look though, like, he was trying to jerk us out our shit. So that's why I did what I did, nigga. He was like, yeah, that's on. He was like, look, bro was like, look, man, just let it go, bro. Just let that shit go, man. A lot of niggas hollering at us now. Niggas from Norfolk over here. Nigga, yo, what's good? Nah, bro, everything's straight. Like, I wanted to snap out, but I had a lot of respect for bro to kind of keep things, you know what I mean, copacetic. Like, this was a move that everything was just misunderstood and, like, shit happens. It could have got stupid ugly behind this shit, but I allowed it not to, man. You know why? Because the only thing on my brain was that this nigga Luke ain't jumping this goddamn fight, y'all. So, boom. That's what I couldn't let go. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was like, everything's straight. Y'all cool? Everything's straight. All right, look, we good, bro. You know what I mean? Bro hit me off. We good. You can keep the bag upstairs. Everything's straight. You know what I mean? Them niggas dipped off. We walked to breakfast. I'm telling P, I'm like, yo, look. I was like, yo, man, look, bro. I ain't gonna sleep right till we fuck that nigga goddamn Luke up, bro. I was like, he got to, man. Ain't no way in the world we can keep this nigga in here. I said, this nigga cream puff. This nigga let us get banked by the red team, bro. I said, this nigga gotta fucking go, man. Nigga like, man, this nigga never do shit. This nigga think he never gonna have to fight. He was like, what the fuck? I said, man, nigga that was at the Brides say he never saw the nigga in action. I said, nigga never saw this nigga in action, bro. I was like, but you know what? It's about to be some motherfucking action when we get back, y'all. So boom. Fuck that shit. I went straight to the room. I ain't gonna lie, man. I wanted that bitch pack my shit. I ain't know what the fuck was gonna happen, man. I was like, but this big motherfucker right here, we gotta get this big motherfucker, man. Fuck that shit, man. My word, man. I told bro, I said, man, look, we gotta hit that nigga ass with the old school move, man. I said, man, we gonna take that nigga back by cell 12. That way the lady, I said, cause we couldn't get him in no cell and do nothing, you know what I mean? I was like, look, bro, this is what we gonna do. I said, bro, we gonna trick the nigga with the Lala. I said, we're going to trick the nigga with the Lala, bro. I said, if he dumb enough to come in the cell, I said, bro, we're going to beat his motherfucking ass, bro. He come in that motherfucking cell, bro. They were like, bet. That's a bet. So people was like, let him come in my cell. We like, bet. That's what we going to do. So goddamn, I go holler at him. I'm like, yo, look, I ain't got no beef with you, man. I was like, look, I ain't trying to start no shit, bro. I was like, man, but look, we got some new Lala. You trying to come mess with the Lala? You know what I mean? I was like, look, bro, we ain't trying to, like, that shit dead, bro. I was like, that shit over with. We ain't trying to keep going back and forth. I said, oh, we trying to mess with the Lala, though. I said, all you got to do is put in $5 and you can get in on this Lala. I made it sound real great. He was like, y'all got some new Lala? I said, yeah, look, my man sent me some new Lala. You see this? He was like, oh, it got colors in it. I'm like, yeah, that's some new Lala. Yeah, that's some new Lala right there. He was like, I got $5. Y'all ain't mad at me no more. I'm like, nah, bro. I said, you know how to get us mad, though. I give you that. You know how to push our buttons, though, man. He was like, man, look, I told you, man, like, when you get this big, you gotta learn. I said, man, he ain't go bringing in muscles into any conversation that I don't want to hear about muscles, but I didn't say it. This is what I said in my mind. I'm like, yo, nah, you good, bro. You good. He was like, yeah, you gonna get the money. I said, yo, we gonna be in peace sale. He was like, all right, you gonna get the money. I look up, the door's about to close. I see him coming up the steps like this. He like this. He gets to the cell, right there, coming to jump. My word, I'm like, nah. I tell P before he get in the job, I was like, look, make sure. I said, me and Jay gonna be talking to him right there by the bed. I said, bro, when I give you the signal, bro, I said, we gotta hit him with the old school joint. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. We hit that big goofy motherfucker with the old school joint. My word, I told Jay, goddamn, when I start talking to him, get down on his knees, pause, like sideways. I said, I'm gonna push that nigga over you. I said, that nigga gonna fall. I said, we gotta get this big nigga on the ground. I said, it's only one way. Like, I'm a smart fighter. Like, we used to do this shit back in the day and bank niggas, man. I'm like, yo, listen, we gotta push this nigga over. No bullshit, we gotta push this nigga over, my word, so nigga come to the cell. Nigga come to the cell, my word, we in that joint messing with the la-la. He's standing like by the door slightly, like, so he always behind him, you know what I mean? So I get up, I'm like, yo, look, after messing with the la-la, I was like, man, look, what you can't fight or something, man? I was like, man, get up, man, what's up, man? Get up. He was like, man, go ahead. He stood up, he was like, man, I can fight, man. He did some shit like this, he was like, man, I can fight, man. He all howl up now. I was like, man, you can't fight, man. I looked at P, I looked at J, I was like, and then I see him quietly, he was getting on his, I was like, man, you can't. Man, I pushed that nigga said, oh, boom, that nigga hit the door. My word, the back of his head, boom. He's so tall, man, that nigga hit the door, boom. And they hit the door, he was like, boom. And he was down, P ran up on that nigga, boom, boom, boom. At first I had to just watch P. P gave that nigga a 5-piece from the head, one hand, boom, 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 boom. He was like, I walked up to him, I was like, boom, I kicked that nigga in his chest. I didn't even want to punch him first. I kicked that nigga right here. I was like, boom, I kicked that nigga. He was like, he hit the door. Goddamn, Jay walked up to him, that nigga, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, we just all walked up. This shit was like 3 of us, just all punches. Beat that nigga ass, man. Fuck you. Beat his motherfucking ass. I swear we beat his ass in that bitch. And nigga hit the ground. Boom. Stunt party. Introduce you to my feet, nigga. Start beating his motherfucking ass. Beating the shit out of his dumb ass. Nigga, I was like, nah, we ain't gonna take the nigga out. Yeah, we ain't gonna take the nigga out. I was like, look, man, get your big soft ass out this pod, man. Fuck wrong with you, man. Soft ass nigga. And he looked around, he turned around, he was like, that's how y'all gonna do me. He was like, man, get your door pop, bro. The fuck wrong with you, man? Nigga, door open up. I back up for nobody else see us coming out. When the door opened up, people in the pod heard it, so they looking up, they like, I see niggas looking like, we's in them patties a bitch. They banked the nigga from Norfolk. Damn right we did. So he like, I'm like, this, I'm like, I grabbed the towel off, bro John, the fucking towel, his roommate's house. I was like, nigga, wipe that shit up, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. We whoop your ass again. He got up. I was saying in my head, when he get up, I was like, we gonna have to whoop him again. I was like, we gonna have to whoop this nigga again, man. This nigga got up, he was like, I just walked out the cell, he was like, that nigga shit was leaking all right here. Man, we fucked that nigga up. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You ain't help us, nigga. That nigga was like, he went down the steps like this, he was like, we looking out the door, we like, that nigga walked to the booth, he was like, I gotta go to medical. Lady's like, what happened to you? He was like, I gotta go to medical. She was like, she popped the jump. That nigga dipped out. That nigga dipped out. That's my word. Next thing you know, they said, lock down! Lock down! Lock down, everybody, lock the fuck down! Sergeant in that bitch. We locked down. He was like, oh shit, I was like, we about to go to the hole. I ain't give a fuck though. You know what I mean? You about to go to the hole. I went to say, you know what I mean? Goddamn, P and J roommates. I'm like, nah, that shit crazy. I'm like, man, fuck. Police came in that bitch, they go straight to P and J cell. They go straight to P and J cell, man. My word, man. They went in that bitch. They was in there for like 15 minutes. Next thing you know, I look up, man, they locking P and J up. Man, they locked P and J up, man. That's my word. They locked them up, man. They locked my guys up, man. Look, they was gone. I'm chilling. I'm like, they about to come get me. I know they about to come get me. They never came and got me. They never came and got me, man. I promise you, they never came and got me, man. Dude never told on me. The word got back that motherfucking Luke never told anyway. They say the lady ran the camera back and see that he came out of P&J sale. So they was assuming P&J did that damage. I got away with that shit. P&J caught a case behind that shit. You know what I mean? Which months later, they end up getting out the hole. And Luke got out the hole, man. They put Luke in 2 building, man. And Luke became the same dumb motherfucker, big diesel ass nigga that never gonna do shit. That's what he became, man. He seen me several times after this shit. Nigga ain't had no problems. It wasn't no problems, man. It wasn't no problems. He already knew he was dead wrong for trying to infiltrate the Norfolk squad. Don't try to do that, bro. Like real shit, we had to put hands and feet on that nigga, man. Like P&J, one went to, I ended up bumping back into P. He ended up coming to 3D once we had went to 3D. But I ended up seeing Jay, he was in 2 building. Like, they split us up, but we were still guys, man. But like, that situation, I'll never forget that, man, because bro was like an infiltrator. We never seen him in action. He tried to hang around us. There be too much shit going on to have a guy like that on your squad, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But that was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay out here with your family for you can live forever with them, period. Y'all already know the count, man. This was the weekend banger game. So I need y'all to do this one. Like, share, subscribe. That's why y'all let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe and stay y'all ass on the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.